Imagine paying $1,000 for your next PlayStation. Sounds ridiculous, right? Well, it might happen sooner than you think. There's a global RAM shortage happening right now, and I don't mean prices go up a little every year expensive. I mean analysts are already predicting the next Xbox and the PS6 could land close to $1,000. Let that sink in. Seriously. Because that's not a console anymore. That's basically a luxury purchase. So let's actually get into why this is happening. Because for once, this isn't just one company being greedy. Honestly, that's kind of a nice change after the last couple of videos. Here's the simple version. RAM memory chips are in short supply globally right now. And when something's in short supply but everyone still needs it, prices go up for everyone. Whether you're Sony, Microsoft, Valve, or some smaller handheld company you've probably never heard of. And we've already got proof this isn't just a prediction. Ayaneo had to pause pre-orders on its next flagship handheld because hardware costs increased too quickly for its original pricing to make sense anymore. Think about that. That's a company basically saying, we literally can't sell this at the price we promised. And it gets better. Or worse, depending on how you look at it. Valve, the company behind Steam and the Steam Deck, even publicly talked about the challenge of securing enough memory for future hardware. Valve, one of the biggest companies in PC gaming, if they're feeling supply pressure, you can imagine what this looks like for everyone else. Now let's talk about handhelds, because this is where you can already see prices creeping up in real time. The Lenovo Legion Go 2, around $1,200. The Asus ROG Xbox Ally X, around $1,000. These aren't weird one-off products anymore. This is just where premium handheld pricing is starting to live. Compare that to the original Steam Deck launching for under $400. And you can see just how quickly things have changed. But RAM isn't the only reason. New chips are more powerful. Batteries are getting bigger. Cooling systems are more advanced. Screens keep improving on their own. None of those are a disaster. Put them all together, right when memory is becoming more expensive, and suddenly a $1,000 console doesn't sound impossible anymore. It starts sounding pretty realistic. So what does this actually mean for the next generation of consoles? If handhelds, which are smaller and less powerful, are already pushing $1,000, then a full next-generation console with a bigger GPU, more memory, better cooling, and more expensive components could easily cost far more than we're used to. And look, I get it. This all sounds pretty depressing. So here's the useful part. If you've been waiting to buy a handheld, or you're planning to jump into the next console generation, don't automatically assume waiting will save you money. Supply chain problems like this usually take years to settle down, not months. On the other hand, if you already own a Steam Deck, a PS5, or an Xbox Series X, hold on to it. Seriously, the value of the hardware you already own just went up. Because replacing it could become a lot more expensive. Honestly, the most interesting part of this whole story isn't even the price. It's that for once, this isn't bigger than just EA or Sony or Microsoft. This is the entire gaming industry running into the same problem at the same time. And how each company responds on it, whether they absorb the cost, pass it on to us, or find some middle ground, is going to tell us a lot about which companies genuinely care about players, and which ones don't. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this as more information about next-generation hardware starts coming out. So if you don't want to miss it, consider subscribing. This is Consolyte. Gaming news, reviews, and everything the industry doesn't slow down long enough to explain properly. See you in the next one.